Well, g'day D-Live, and welcome back to the Gives a Minutes D-Live stream for a Sunday afternoon affair. It has just gone 7 minutes past 4 in the PM for me. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening to you, whatever the time it is, wherever you're consuming this content. You're always welcome right here on the Gives a Minutes D-Live stream. Like I say at the beginning of every stream, I want to verify that everything's hunky-dory. Let me just open up the D-Live Machine app and verify we've got audio. We do, we are. In the chit-chats, I see Van Frick, I see Godier, and I see the H-Man. Jesus, hello skis. My goodness me, it just got cold. It wasn't this cold when I was walking up here. And now, there's a little bit of a brisk westerly wind. And it's got a little chill to us. I'm not going to deny that. The idea of this stream is just to chill here, drink a few rums, and enjoy the view. This is an IRL stream, but we're not going to be moving around too much. Aside from me showing you where we are, I'll do that right now. We are on Hallenstein Street, a little up from Duncan's place. We've got wonderful views of Queenstown below us. I'll give you a little better exposure there. We've also got wonderful views of, well, Skyline Gondola here, and we've got some paragliders doing their thing. Can you seize them? 3 by. Normally you don't get 3 out at once. Normally it's just 2. Okay, I see 1, 2, and I see a third one over here. That's what they're doing, and we are sitting up here admiring this view. However, there is a dead tree, kind of takes up most of this awesome part of the view. This tree's dead, right? Looks dead to me. Is that a dead tree? That's a dead tree, right? I mean, I'm no arborist, but that's a dead tree, surely. Just get rid of it, because behind it is the Lake Huacatipu. Onto this side we have the Remarkables, just a little bit here, which you can't really see, but they're over there. But the plan is just to stay here, stay put here, and drink these rums. That's the plan. You want to plan it with me? You want to hang out with me? You want to chill here with me on this particular advantage point? I'm hoping you will. Looks donkey horry. Horizontal. It was horizontal for you there, H-Man. I appreciate that. So that's the plan. Yeah. Dude, there's 4 parasailers out now. Paragliders. I got to get the terminology right. I see 4. 1 in the foreground here, in the shadows, 2 above, and a third one. That makes totals of 4. 4. Over here we've got Coronet Peak through the gap here. You can't really see it though. There is a walk I want to do up there that Sharon was telling me about today. We'll do that sometime too. Just kind of give you a little perspective, little overriding perspective of the place that we are in. And I also want to show you how I'm doing this IRL stream. By the way, those parasailers, gliders, are kind of coming over this way. That's unusual. They're going to land on the sports field. Yeah, so I always begin the streams this way by telling you the tech that I'm using, and I'll talk a little about the issue that we think we were having, so we were having an issue. We've been having an issue with my GH5 losing power, and I thought it might have been a cable run issue. It turns out I think it was the terminals on the dummy battery. So there's a dummy battery inside this GH5, which is giving it power from a power bank, and I've never cleaned it, and actually it's not surprising, I suppose. We've done a couple of years of IRL streams, including the Stevan stuff, maybe 2 years of streaming from Stevan. So I cleaned it. I got out a scourer and I cleaned out all the little connecting points, and then I even put a little bit of cardboard in the slot that the dummy battery fits into the GH5 so that there's no wobble, so it sits perfectly. I thought that was a Stevan. I just walked past a Stevan before. So what I'm getting at is, if I turn this camera on its angel, the battery shouldn't disconnect. This is when it did disconnect last time. When we got to about there, it disconnected. Hey, vertical video. Instagram. Yo, swipe up for more. You want to buy my snow gear, my shoes, my beanie? Just swipe up in the hashtag TikTok hater dab. Swipe it. Vertical video for the win. No, vertical video sucks. You fools. So that's been resolved. Now let us just briefly explain the gear and then I'll crack a rum. We have the Teradek Video Go. This is how I'm doing these. This is how I'm sitting on a public bench, streaming live IRL. I'm using the Teradek Video Go. It's in a Teradek backpack that looks like this. Let me give you more exposures here. We'll give you a little more exposure. I'll run you through this. This is the Bond backpack from Teradek. It opens up such. It opens up like so. And then in here, this is the Video Go, which does make live streaming possible. This device is bonding two signals. I've got a signal here, one 4G signal in this modem. You can attach a modem to that side as well if you wanted to. I don't have a second one. I'll explain in a second, but here we've got a modem. Inside a modem is a SIM card from 2 Degrees, a New Zealand carrier. By the way, I get a free 1 hour of this usage, so I'm going to actually activate that momentarily. Yeah, that's correct. I'm going to do it twice. Then in here, we've got another 4G connection coming in through Ethernet, which you can't see. It's underneath. The cable goes into this Velcroed section. In here, we have my Nighthawk M2 mobile broadband router, which does include a Vodafone SIM. And this is what's going into here through Ethernet. So these are the 2 Degrees and Vodafone. And this device, the Video Go, bonds the two together and upsends them to a cloud. And that's how I stream live from any location where you can receive 4G signal. Below the Nighthawk M2, I've also got 2 power. Little guy here, it powers the GH5. The one that's bigger sits underneath it is powering the Video Go. It's on 96% and also running a regular lightning cable to my iPhonic iPhone for the chat. That's how it's all done. That's how I stream IRL. If you want to stream IRL, you can do it other ways. You don't need to have all this gear, but I like to do a solid production. Oh, by the way, there's all storage in here. Zippered storage area. Got batteries and whatnot in there. That all just folds over the top. Quite nicely, and we just close up the old zipskis, and then the little hood comes over the top. Oh, you should put the cable run on both sides, so it's always on the same side. We do have a cable run here, unfortunately. It's a bit of a shame, but that's going to be rectified sometime soon. We've also got 3 Karuba rums. I'll be giving those 3 a nice home right here on this very stream. Now, let me just change the exposure again to make it more lovely yahoos. And then, before we go any further, I activate my free hour of 2 Degrees service. Hendrik, so this is pretty close to the place you almost moved in. Right on, Hendrik, I'll show it to you. So before I got the spot that I'm living in right now on Huff Street, I would have lived, can you see this? I would have lived in, I'm gonna say it was the furthest one to the corner here. This whole block here, at the top, I would one here. I'm not 100% certain, but I feel like it was the furthest one on the end. But yeah, that's where it would have been. And now I live in Huff Street, which is down in that little gully area. I'd much rather be where I am though, for sure, man. I'm so stoked where I am. Even though my room doesn't have any like real kind of window or anything, but I'm only in there to sleep. I'm out here with you lovely yahoos more often than not. Redox, how you doing, Redox? All the gear and 3 bottles of Jack. Not Jack. We got rum, Karuba, Gaginga. Pretty psyched. And the rum 4G reception. Of course, it's nuts. But I have made okay. I do not have any, but we should be good now. Stream. I'm also going to change from family friendly tag because I want to have some, but this I gotta tell you. I'll just verify that we are. We should be Bach. We should be Bach. I'll just verify that we are Bach. This has happened a few times now. I've said multiple times that you go and start using the wave. We Bach. What? Is that audio scratchy? What? I'm gonna pull the cable out. I'm pulling the cable out. Cable's back in. Yeah, this is still stuttering. Just gonna see if that fixed it, Hendrik. Just gonna see if that fixed it. What the hell? What the hell is this? What could this be, man? We're in fucking downtown Queenstown. There's heaps of 4G here. Nah, still stuttering. We've got two signals here. What is going on here? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to reset one of the modems. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reset the Vodafone modem. Could it be a bad Vodafone connection? Restarting it. Rating though. Yeah, I'm at that point. This bit, we're literally in like smothered and I don't know until that loaded. All right, hopefully that fixed it. Something's wrong, right? Something's wrong. Obviously something's wrong. Do I know what it is? No. Let me just see if that fixed it. Just turn it, I just unplugged the cable and plugged it back in. Okay. Okay, well, I mean, okay, so at least we're back up and running, but I don't know what to say about this because there's no explanation. Like, so everything's right now, right? Everything's cool now. I just unplugged it. So when this issue arises, I'll just look down at the video you go and it'll just say ready. It won't say it's live. It'll have just gone from live to not live. And I haven't done anything to change it. So, but it's working now. Get one of those kites and fly your backpack way up with a long cable. Anyway, it pisses me off. I gotta tell you, I will say this. None of these issues I ever had with the LiveView Solo. Just saying, right? All these issues have presented with the video you go from Teradek. So I've never had ever an issue. The LiveView Solo. Then again, I've only ever used that in Australia, but I made certain, I asked my guy, should I bring my LiveView Solo or will I be able to use the Teradek gear in New Zealand? He said, leave your LiveView Solo at home and only take our gear. So I only have the Teradek stuff here with me. So yeah, I don't understand what all that was all about, and it makes me wonder because now I've got to keep my eye on the encoder and make sure it doesn't just stop streaming, because that's what happens. You just look down and instead of saying live, it just says ready. It's like I never stopped it being live. But either way, did you hear? When did this shit start? Like, I was just showing you the stuff, right? I was just showing you the backpack. So it's nothing to do with... Fucking hell. Seriously? What is going on now? It's not the... What? Are you serious? That just cut... I don't know. I don't understand it. That did it. Stop fucking with it. How can I not pick up my camera on an IRL stream? It's sitting on a park bench right now. We want to walk around, right? What on earth could be causing my camera to stop? And is that something wrong with... Is that something to do with the HDMI pipeline going out? How can that be, dude? I got no idea, folks. I got no idea. I'll tell you what though, I'm pretty pissed off. I just touched the where the cable joins together. Like there's a... Actually, I don't even know why there's a join there, but there is a join. It doesn't need to have a join. It could just be one whole cable to the battery, to the dummy battery, but there is a connection, and it could be that. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, I'm just going to leave it there and drink some rum. I couldn't be fucked, eh? It's annoying. It's annoying. It's real. It makes me question. Well, what next? What next is going to go wrong? It started happening when you hot unplugged. Stop going to lows. I don't know what that means. You know what I got to do? Just trying to like break it down to what it could be. I need to try a stream with my GoPro. So the GoPro has with the media mod, it's got an HDMI output, which I can then plug directly into the into the Video Go. That would eliminate the cable run that we've got now. So if the GoPro doesn't ever cut out, then it's the cable run. Massive quake and flood. It's a pretty busy street. Considering it's just a suburban street, it's pretty busy. I'm going to activate that free hour of 2 degrees. Let me just activate my free hour of 2 degrees data, because it's not this is not a 4G issue. We're in Queenstown. This right where we're sitting right now is literally doused in 4G. Start the clock, and a 4G pack has been activated. That's cool. We got a free hour of data at least. That's good. Did you make a perfect frittata today? I didn't work today. I didn't work. Went to the ski sale. There's an annual ski sale that Queenstown has for the ski centre? No, the Wakatipu. It's at the event centre, and you can get all your gear super cheap. I just need to get some snowboard boots, but they didn't have my size. Heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps of boots, but none in size 13 is what I need. I wonder, I'm just thinking aloud here to try to rectify this, because I don't want to deal with this when I'm hiking up Ben Lomond, right? I want all the gear to work when I'm hiking Ben Lomond. So I'm thinking, I just cleaned all the dummy battery connecting points to go into the camera, but I didn't clean the, you got to, but it's where the penis meets the vagina. It's where the two cables, like I said before, I don't even know why it needs to be there. It should just be one unit, but it is a join, and I haven't cleaned that. So maybe if I touch that and it goes out, I'm going to touch it. Actually, I'm going to wait. I'm going to do it at home. I'm not going to do it here. Pretty certain that's what it is. I'm going to close the Big Pec up though. But I do want to start using the Wave instead of the Video Go. The reason I haven't been using the Wave over the Video Go is it's a little heavier and it's a little bigger. So I've been reluctant to use the Teradek Wave instead of the Video Go, simply based upon its size in the Big Pec. They both do the exact same thing but one's bigger and one's foolproof. Like the Wave is foolproof. It's a big display. It's got a little audio waveform. It's easy to use. It's one touch screen, but the VideoU Go is just a little LCD panel that you have to sort of toggle wheel select. That is way easier. The VideoU Go, maybe I don't know. Use on the wire. Yes, account. I don't know how much, but that is a device because I use that anyway. Even without Manzetta, will use HDMI. So they haven't told me how much the discount will be, but they have said that they'll extend the discount to me. Hoping it's 50%. I'm hoping it's half price because it's not cheap. The innie and the outie, June girl. How you doing? I don't think I said hello to you, June girl. I was a little pissed off before. I'll be honest. I was a little pissed off. I don't like. I love tech. I think tech is wonderful, but I don't like when when this stuff's happening. First, I am, because I don't understand it. Like everything's in place for it to work, except something, and that something is like out of my league. So here I am wanting to just, like, the idea today was I was already an hour later than I wanted to be. It's cold and it's a bit breezy and the sun might be okay having said that. Just keeps saying starting. The fuck is this starting shit? Well, tell me this is working, you fellow yahoos. Are we Bach? It is possible. Let me just verify that we are Bach. But it is possible we were in an area which, strangely enough, was not getting any 4G. Let me just check that we are good. Okay, we're back. We're back. Welcome back, Govs. Thank you, June Girl. Charlotte Rose in the house too. Charlotte, how you doing? You didn't miss anything, I tell you. If you were going, what's going on? How come Gibbs is live but not live? Well, you didn't miss a thing. You didn't miss anything. We just had a lot of issues, and I'm not 100% certain if this is what it is, but yeah, we just had technical issues up the wazoo. So I just came home, and now we're at home. So I'm going to just do a stream from home. I'm just kidding. This isn't my home. I'm nowhere near home. I just kept walking. What I did was I got out of that spot that we were at. It would not make any sense that was a dead area for 4G, except that looked like a dead area for 4G. We have 2 signals, and we were getting nada on the stream. So I just decided to get up and move. And I got up and I walked like 2 blocks, which doesn't make any sense, but here we are, and it seems to be good. Good to see you, Buck. Yeah, I would never leave you guys like that. I would never leave you. And actually, in secret, I'm kind of glad you didn't see any of that stuff from before, because I was really angry, hey. I was really mad, and I was cursing and complaining about everything, even like cars that were parked on the street that might have been poked out a little too far that I had to move around. I was complaining about it. I was whinging about different bus stops being in the wrong spot. I was not in a good way. Is that stalling out? No, okay, so it's all good. So what I figured we'd do, first of all, let's just make certain this does work it doesn't just, is it stuttering? No, it doesn't, that's not stuttering, is it? That's just D-Live. Yeah, I was in a bad way. But I do still have 2 of these rums that I do want to have. So just to summarize the stream thus far, Hallenstein Street is wonderful for a view across Queenstown. It's shithouse for the 4G that you need for a stream. 2 signals, 2 degrees, and Vodafone, both of them together still didn't cut it. Or something else was at play. I don't know what that might be. In the chat I saw microwave issues and FM issues and solar flare issues and shit. I don't believe any of that, but you can. By the way, Music Man, I was whinging about you as well in the part that you guys didn't see, but I was complaining about you talking about FM transmitters and microwaves. We're not using any of that technology, so that might be an issue, but not for me. I'm not transmitting with an FM signal here. So that was another thing. I'm glad you didn't see it, but yeah, I was a bit annoyed. So let's continue. Also, one other thing you didn't see, I think I've rectified why this camera cuts out every now and then, and what I've narrowed it down to. So I've already mentioned there's a male and a female, a vagina and a penis where this cable run gets extended, and I have cable tied that to my tripod and then cable tied it to the HDMI cable to make it all nice and neat. And there's a possibility that I cable tied it too tight, maybe, because I loosened it, or I tried to wangle it and I forced the cable out through, like I basically moved where the tie goes to and from, and now the area that was under the tie is now not, and we're not getting that issue. So maybe I cable tied too tightly. That could be that. I don't know. Either way, sunset-wise, you know, there may be a little bit of pink in the sky. It won't last long if it does happen at all, but I think we should go and at least have a look and see if we can find some kind of sunset. Still got 2 rums. Everything seems good right now. Let me just verify my... yeah, the bit rates. Do you know what else it could have been? Now this would be an absolute... That was weird. This would be bizarre if this was the case, but there's a very slight possibility, like super slight, that my Video Go was trying to pick up. So it brings in Ethernet, it brings in 4G, and it also brings in Wi-Fi. Now, this is connected to my Wi-Fi at home. Could it have been trying to pick up my... But that Wi-Fi signal is like at least 600 meters from where we were sitting, maybe even more. So if it was picking up that Wi-Fi, it would have been getting the very, very edge of it. And it does prioritize Wi-Fi over anything else, I believe. So is it possible that it was grabbing like a packet of data from Wi-Fi every minute and it was trying to use that to stream from? I should just remove the Wi-Fi from this device because we don't need it, right? I mean, I'm just trying to think like technically how this is all playing out, but that's boring for you yahoos. I'm just trying to like navigate so it doesn't happen again. Anyway, let's go and drink some rum and forget about all of our woes. I'm going to disconnect the chit chat and we'll stroll. Gotta get this tethered thing worked out though, this is crap. Nobody likes tethered, nobody likes cables. Definitely going to start using the Teradek Wave though. I know I've said that about 100 times, but I am going to actually do it. Let me just put you on a better angle. Yeah, I'm going to start using the Wave. Actually, when I get home, I'm making hamburgers tonight, but when I get home after the hamburgers, I'm going to hook up the Wave, put that in my backpack and just deal with the weight differences and whatnot. So I guess we're almost kind of like above the Queenstown Gardens. We could just go down to the gardens again. It's been done, but it's a beautiful place, right? We're pulling out onto this street either way. What street is this? So we can chuck a left and then a right, I guess. Yeah, Trusky. Got a nice view of the remarks here, folks.
I just want to tell you how it feels.
What do you want? You want remarks or do you want potential a smidgen of pink on the sunset? I don't reckon there's going to be any, but you got the remarkable ranges right there. We're on Melbourne Street. We're about to hit Sydney Street. Localized. Sydney Street. So we could just cut down here and get into the gardens, I guess. I guess we'll do that, huh? Oh, I didn't bring my alpaca beanie. I'm on my alpaca scarf to sit on. Thought I was going to be sitting on a park bench. Not. Did that wrong. It's cold. Going to be sitting on slate. There's no bench in the rotunda. Do you know what we should do? Let's go down to the bay. Let's go down to the bay and stand on the, it's gonna be lousy. I was gonna say on the water's edge where the ducks are for sunset. We got the sun setting pretty much now, actually. Well, sunsets at 5:15 or something. Oh, this is Stanley Street, the main drag into the Queenstown machine. We're gonna cross over Stanley. Possibly the busiest street in Queenstown. Everyone comes in and comes out this way. We're gonna have to snake it. How about this? Queenstown Gardens via Adelaide Street. So I guess there's a Perth Street. Does Tasmania get a street, or do they just get like a little? Did they just get like a little roundabout? Tasmania roundabout. Tasmania. Forget about it. This guy got a ticket. That car's been there for a while by the look of it. 7 days is the maximum you can park here. I know exactly where we are. When this street crosses the next street, I know the exact area into Queenstown Gardens front. Cantrell. The Cantrell. Is this closed to pedestrians? No. You're kidding me. Hey.
Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good. What's that?
You can still get down there.
Oh, can you? Thank you. It looked like it was shut up even to pedestrians.
Which way are you trying to go?
Just straight across.
No, I think you can.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, you're...
If not, you can duck under and then back up.
Thank you. Okay, so now I'm smiling. When a pretty girl talks to you, you do smile, no matter how much tech's gone wrong. Coronation Drive. Yep, look, this is it. So we're good here. And I know exactly where this bit goes to. This spot here goes back down to the bay. So if we want to go down to that jetty we were eating the fish and chips on last night, was that last night? Yeah, last night. We could go down there, or we could stay up top and we'd be going to the Rotunda area. So without waiting for a response, I'm going to go Rotunda. You know what we could do? We could sit on that other jetty that you guys all wanted me to sit on that I thought was private property, which looks at the Remarkables. We could do that. We're up high. Well, not up high, but we are on that edge. Let me just give you a better exposure here. See, I mean, we're already at the point when we should be sitting down. I was gonna stay on that park bench. Is it? Okay, so not yet, but soon. Tell me if this stream's been flawless from the point we moved from Hallenstein. And would that... I mean, it's possible. I didn't check. It's possible Hallenstein is a dead zone for 4G. It's baffling, but it's possible. If that's the case, we'll know from never to go there again. But what we should do now is get set up on that extra jetty, a wharf, and get... There's no... The clouds in the sky are making it worse. I don't know, folks. I'm in two different minds here. One says this, one says the other. Either way, I wasn't planning on coming to the gardens tonight, but here we are, and it's a little warmer than usual. Queenstown Gardens. The other night we came out of there, I was freezing. It was so cold. Yeah, man, that was weird. It's not nowhere near that now, which is good. I couldn't believe how cold that was, though. I've got them on now. Double layer thermals, jacket, all the toques, everything on, and I was still ice cold walking out of there. It's bizarre. A lot of witches' hats, folks. Traffic cones. Queenstown. It's a city on the grow. So this is the jetty that you guys told me to go onto. Kinda looks private to me, man. Music Man, you did the searching and said, no, it's public. Kinda looks like a private residence to me. We'll see. I'll just cut down here, I guess. What's this power cable? I don't know about this, man. Okay. The boat sheds is. There was a camera there too, but okay. Okay. Out to the jetty we go. Remarkables. It's on a bit of an angel. Crikey. Dude, that's Hendrik, this is not level. And there's duck shit everywhere there. So we're gonna sit. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put you yahoos up top, and then I'm gonna sit on the step a little lower down. Dude, that is wobbling as shit. Who are you tooting at? Toot, toot. Toot your trumpet elsewhere. I'm walking here. Put you yahoos down there. This'll be good. This'll make up for that poor start, right? Well, I speak excitedly, but I don't know if it is making up for it. Let me just get your angles correct. The Remarkables. Hello. That's a little bit close, isn't it? That's because the backpack's over there. Oh, I can put the backpack down here though. Yeah, you can't. The backpack's out of frame. Perfect. Let me just check that the stream is good. If this says ready right now, that's bad. It should say live. It says live, good. It says good, it says live. Okay, I think okay, from here, if we've been good so far, can everybody say, just tell me in the chat, it's been flawless, it's been fine. And we'll know that Hallenstein Street is a no-go. Which is weird because we did go up there to get to Queenstown Hill that time. So that would be even weirder. Sunset was 3 minutes ago. Technically. Let me refresh my trousers. And if you guys say we've been good, I'll know we've been good. Much now. Stream's been perfect since you came back. Thank you, Hendrik. Well, fuck me. Hallenstein Street, you suck. I'm not gonna live there, I'm not gonna stream there, I'm never gonna go back there. Oh, that does make me feel a little bit more vindicated. I feel better now that I know that. What am I doing now? I'm reaching for my light source, because it's already that time, folks. It's already dark enough to attach a light to the situation. Music Man, I will say this, you were right, Music Man. We can sit here, we are sitting here, we will sit here, we did sit here. Appreciate you checking this out, Music Man, telling me you should go and sit on that jetty. And I'm like, I don't know about that, man. It doesn't look like public. It is, it was, it has been, it shall be, and you were right. You were wrong about everything else though. Microwave signals and FM radio. Dude, stick to jetties, man. That's what you do good. It's what you do well, Music Man. What was that noise? I was saying, I'm going to attach a light source here. Let me just give it a bit better of an angel here. Okay. Remarkables. How much of that are you seeing? A lot of it. The Remarkables. And now we have light on the sitch. The map calls this Jetty, but when you click, it shows the Man Jetty near the strand, near the beach. So that's the other side. That's where we sat last night when we had, that's too bright, when we had fish and chops. Lucky you didn't move into Hallenstein Street then. Right on, H-Man. That was a blessing in disguise, hey? Like, no 4G. What the hell, man? Like, I gotta go home and research that, because that's disappointing. That's weird. It's like mainstream. It's like 2 streets back from the main center of town. And what, you don't get 4G there? Sucks to be you, Hallenstein Street. Good to be me. Cheers. Appreciate you putting up with my bad mood before. It happens. It'll probably happen again. Hopefully not. Now this bag's pissing me off. Let me just fix the backpack. Let me move it out of the way, actually. You still can't see it if I put it up there. You still can't see it. It's out of frame. That's cool for you guys. You yahoos can't see that. And then I can just sit up here like this, cozy style. Wow. What am I leaning against? Nothing, there's no pole there. I was gonna lean back, that's the water. If I kept leaning further back, I'd be having a swim. So, we've assessed that Hallenstein Street is a lovely view, but it's garbage for 4G, and henceforth we will not stream from there again. Very interesting. I'm glad we resolved it. Suki's in the house. Hey Suki, how you doing? You missed out a whopper of a bad mood. Do you want to see a 46-year-old man in a bad mood? Go back and check that beginning of this stream at some point in your leisure time. Lovely view, Benon. So glad it's all working out well for you. Keep enjoying the life. Well, I wasn't before. You would have seen the opposite. You would have been like, who's this? Who's this man? How come this man's so angry when he's in such a beautiful place? Fair point. Fair point. I was angry. I get it. Like I said, and I don't know if you caught this. I don't know if it was live or if it was still while it was down, but I get really angry when tech... How do I explain it? It's like... The way I'm going to say this makes me sound like a dickhead, which wouldn't be surprising because we all know I am one. But I get angry when tech doesn't do what it should do and the issue escapes me. So if I can... Like, I'm angry at being tethered to the backpack, right? I'm angry about that. But I'm aware that's the limitations of a cable run. So the remedy for that is to get HDMI transmitters, which I'm working on doing. So I'm not really angry at that. Like I'm flustered by it, but I know there's a solution. But the opposite of that is when I get flustered by tech that does something that doesn't do something, and there is no visible solution. That's when I get the most frustrated. And that's what was happening before. I just couldn't conceive that we'd be in a dead zone for 4G that close to Queenstown. It doesn't make any... I'm still going to check the coverage map because it doesn't make any sense. But here we are doing the exact same thing in a different area with different results. So the only thing that can be is 4G coverage. So that's how my mind works. I shared some things while you were walking. I got to go to bed. Oh, no worries, Suki. I understand. Well, hang on. When you say your comfy place, I'm assuming you mean bed. You could mean the toilet, though. I find the toilet seat quite comfortable. Good night, Suki. Okay, so it is bedtime. Okay. I have a husband and I've seen it. You know it, Suki. You know how that works, eh? Cheers to knowing. I get you. I feel you. Yeah. By the way, we should come down here in the day sometime because the water. The water is crystal clear. So clear. No fish visible though. Crystal clear waters. So Charlotte Rose came and went. That's a shame. I know she was there for a bit when I just got back on. Don't fall in. Dude, you would not want to be in that water right now. Wowzers. That's what they got to do to the iPhone. Make it a thermostat so you can test temperatures and stuff. Like, you know, you want to make the oven to the set temperature to cook frittata, Music Man. It's got to be 160, so you chuck your iPhone in and check. That doesn't sound right, but I'm sure that's coming, right? You want to make sure your freezer freezes certain ice creams at certain temperatures. You put your phone in for an hour to check. Charlotte's driving. Oh, is she on the road? Is she? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's Sunday afternoon, right? So it's Sunday at like 3 p.m. We're gonna have to ramp some ISO activity here for. Oh, we're already at 1600. Shit me, dudes. ISO to go. And here it goes. Where's my button there? Dudes, we're already at 30. That's 3200. Dudes, we don't have much more. There's no. Oh, this sucks, man. There's no more skylight left. We definitely waited too long to do this. Oh, it was cloudy as well. Ah, well. So, in summary, we assessed or we worked out why the camera was going black. My cable ties were too tight. We also assessed why the stream was failing. That's what it looks like when doves cry or when 4G doesn't work. That's a dead zone, Hallenstein Street. So at least we learned something from this. And I guess when the Video Go doesn't receive enough 4G, it just goes from live to ready. So it doesn't stay on a live state, it goes to ready. And the reason the stream is still one stream is because we use Go Lightstream, so it doesn't stop and start. So you get my 4G thing. Suki, where's the 4G? Yes. Okay, so at least we learned something. But I know I've been saying it and I know I haven't done anything about it, but I will start using the Wave and we'll see if we have any of these issues. Although I kind of want to keep using the Video Go because I feel like we're remedying the issues. 4G was the bad location. We're not having any of these black dropouts anymore. So I think we should persist with the Video Go simply because it's lighter. Oh, I will remove I'll forget the network from home. So the Wi-Fi network, I'll remove that from its internal storage so it never connects back to that. Music Man, I found the Google Maps shadow. This is right where Gibbs needs. This is the rig Gibbs needs. The rig? What rig? What rig? Like a live streaming rig? What you talking about? Filming gear for trampers. See, Music Man, can you please put those in my Discord so I can see them later? Because those links virtually go to nowhere here in the chat. Unless someone clicks it now and looks at it. That's great, but I won't because I'm live streaming. Sir Richie! Search one. Sorry, dude. What up? Sucks about those stream issues, was checking it out on YouTube. Yeah, fair enough, man, fair enough. Oh, I didn't do my spiel about YouTube and everything. Yeah, I appreciate you being here. We definitely had a rocky start today, very rocky. Yeah, I mean, everything's learning, right? It's always a learning curve. Definitely had a strange one today. I will... Is it worth keeping? Yeah, no, it's worth keeping because this is a document of how bad streams can be, right? That's worth keeping in that regard. This is a preservation of how bad a live stream can be. Yeah. I'd also consider possible scratching of the screen in your backpack. Scratching? You mean, okay, so scratching the Teradek screen. Interesting. Well, if that happened, it would be the soft mesh from the lid of the backpack touching. So I did confirm that with the guys at Teradek. I said, what if it's in my backpack and the backpack touches the screen? Will it potentially like stop the stream, or like will it be like a button press? And he said, no, it's only responsive to fingerprints. So if you touch it with anything, like if I touch it with a glove, it won't do anything. So there's no fear that it will. And one big thing that I need to address: you can't turn the brightness down or the screen off. So that thing's going to be sucking juice. That's a good factor actually. That'll be sucking juice down the entire time. Now, when you're backpacking IRL, you're relying on your own power banks. So that's and it doesn't have an internal battery. That's a big oof, as the kids say, right? No internal battery, and you can't turn the screen off. So I guess we should try it just to see, out of curiosity, how long we get with my power bank. But that's the difference now. Like if we get to a point on this stream where my power bank dies, we still have about 2 hours in the VDU Go. It's got its own internal battery. The Wave doesn't have that. Yeah, I mean the Teradek Wave, to clarify. Yeah, I understood what you meant. Yeah, gotcha, Hendrik. I'll put the link in a clip. Oh, dude, don't do it in a clip either, because I won't be like putting clips up on till I get back to Australia in November. Remind me though that I should go through the clips. One day we should do a regular stream from home where I get my laptop. Okay, once a month. Once a month while I'm in New Zealand, we'll do a regular home stream where I just sit at home with my laptop and we go through clips. Okay, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. We've been doing regular home streams on crypto on Wednesdays, but we can do a regular at-home clip stream as well. Clips don't save the chat. I think he meant he put it inside the actual comments field in the clip. But good point, Hendrik. Yeah, they don't save the chat. Interesting. Keep encountering these strange stream issues. Like, how many more? What else can there be? Like, how many other issues are we going to find on a live stream? Like, in an ideal world, probably 5 years from now, you'd be able to just go live, and you're done. And I'm talking go live with a DSLR, good quality, nice wide angle lens, all the things. 1080, 60. Hey, 4K 30 will do as well, right? What about 720? No way, dudes. Nah. See, we were just sitting here, and that thing just the video you go just stopped streaming. That's weird, man. See, we're back live now. So we were just sitting here, right? We were just sitting here, and I just happened to look at my chat, and dang it, who took all the 4G? And I look up at the video you go, and instead of saying live, it says ready. It just, and it's, the backpack isn't even closed. The backpack is open. The video you go is just sitting there, and it just stopped streaming. Yeah, what the fuck? That is the strangest. Something's wrong. Something's wrong when the video you go does that. Back perfectly, yeah. And the only reason the stream dropped then is because the video you go stopped streaming. Nothing touched it. Like it's sitting like that. The backpack, the thing isn't. It's open. It's just sitting there. Yet it somehow went from live to ready. That is definitely a concern. A huge concern. That's a concern. That's a big enough concern to not use it over the wave. So I think we should start implementing the wave in the setup from here on in. Just to rule that. We've got to rule that shit out, right? That's crap. Yeah, and like I said, I don't want to do this as a comparison, but that never, ever happened on the Live View Solo. Not once. Not once did we ever have a point where it's like, you've got all the reception, all the 4G you need, yet the device just says no stream. Never once happened. So I'm really baffled by that one, and that's the one that really shits me, because it's completely out of my, like, it's nothing to do with me. It's out of my league. It's out of my concern. It's out of my like, I don't have any knowledge of why it would do that. Sucks balls. We're not even moving. We're sitting in the same spot on a Jetty. Great 4G. Yeah. I'll send a link to my guy at Teradek with a timestamp in this stream, just to say, look, that's what's going on. Like, I mean, yeah, video you go, I just look up at it and it's not streaming. It just says ready instead of live. Bizarre. Maybe the free hour expired and that was the switch over. Let me just confirm that that's not the case. Let me just bring up my data clock. It doesn't say. I mean, it usually has the countdown running. The countdown is not running. It says no time on the clock. Get more by choosing a pack below. So I still have data, right? So what you're suggesting is that because I've activated 1 hour of free data on one of my 4G services, when that hour depletes, which could have been then, are you saying that because that hour is now being billed as part of my monthly data package, somehow that stops the video you go from streaming? I can sort of see where you're going, but I just think that's a huge stretch, because the video you go is still receiving the 4G. The only difference in the back end at 2 degrees, which is the cell service provider, is that now I'm being billed for it, whereas the last hour that went by was the free hour, but they're still providing me the service. So unless, and even if they do stop and start the service between that countdown and the normal usage, I've still got the Vodafone service, which is still completely up and running. So the video you go is still receiving a signal, period. So that's not how the device works. The device takes a signal from multiple sources and sends it up to the cloud. So as long as it's getting a signal, which it has been. But I like that you're thinking outside the square. Maybe you need to have the net engineers bump up priority on your IMEA. I thought that too. Need to check the YouTube replay. Well, you can, yeah, if you want to count down from when I pressed activate the 1 hour. I mean, it's a worthy point. I don't think it's a thing. Like, I don't see how that could be a thing. But it's worth noting. I mean, the worthy point about that is that next time we stream and we turn on the 1 hour, you Yahoo should keep a track of the 1 hour point and say, hey, Gives, coming up in the next 5 or so minutes, it could shut down because that's the 1 hour, and then we could verify. I don't think that's the cause though. And I'm not too sure what an IMEA is either. Music Man, IMEA. I don't know what I've seen that before somewhere. I don't know what it is though. But I mean, just like trying to smoke myself here. Back when we started doing IRL streams, like I guess 3 years ago now, when that would have happened, the stream would have died. And we would have been like, what the hell? And you would have to go to a new stream, right? It would have restarted a new, definitely on YouTube, it would have been a new stream. Now, at least we've worked out that using a service like Go Lightstream mitigates that whole bump into another stream. And then at the beginning when we first started, I remember I did a live stream that had there was 8 different streams on YouTube. They were all the same stream, but it kept restarting it and making it a new stream. I was like, this is not cool. Hey, like if we drop 4G, which we're probably going to drop because we're moving around and driving, it can't restart a stream on a new, because then the whole chat disappears. So at least we've come, I guess what I'm saying is we've come a long way, baby. You're number 1, so why try harder? I love that t-shirt, all the artwork. That's a good point, Hendrik. The 1 hour thing has not been an issue in the past. Yeah, that's never been an issue ever. So I don't think it's that. I mean, logically it's not, but it's worth noting. It's worth keeping that in the back of our heads. Yeah, but I don't think it's a thing. My mind, I was thinking, is it a temperature thing? Is the VDU Go overheating? And then I thought, well, the way to mitigate that is to open the backpack, which I always do when we're sitting here. And sitting, what time? It's probably only it's not that cold. It's probably 13 degrees or something. So it's not a warm night. It's not a cold night. So if it's temperature, I don't know what temperature it needs to be, because I'd argue right now we're at an optimum device temperature. It's not, yeah. If it's going to get cold, it's going to the battery life is going to drain quicker than anything. Just notable. I think what I'm getting at is it's a notable frustration. A very notable frustration for me. We'll find out, So, okay, so I've said it, and I've said it, and I've said it, and I've done nothing about it. The next stream I do will be from the Wave. I will have the Teradek Wave. I'll put it back in my backpack. We'll Jimmy rig the modem together to it. We'll do that. That's going to be Jimmy rig or Jerry rig? Jimmy rig. Jimmy. You guys can't see this, but you might have seen it before. There's a duck. Oh, it's fishing. Wow. It just went down. When's it going to pop back up? Yeah, there it is. Oh, I know you can't see it, but there's a duck that's just sitting about 6 meters off the jetty, and it hasn't moved from that area. It's just been in that one little spot. You know, like when you're in Australia and you're in a pond or something, and the ducks just keep moving around, they circle and they pop back up and they come over there and they swim. This guy's just been sitting in that same area. It's Bazarski's. Don't know if you can see, but someone's coming down from Kelvin Heights. Or is that the remarks? No, they're coming down from Kelvin Heights. Someone's driving on the mountain. Just, I don't know if you can see the light. It's in the very far distance, but that's the foreground. The Remarkables is the background. Oh, they've just disappeared. Ghost vehicle. I say Jimmy Rig too. Did you? You said Jimmy Rig. Actually, but to give me a little bit of leeway, I did watch a documentary on Mr. Beast. What's his real name is Jimmy something, and I think that was on my mind. If you want to watch a good YouTube video, watch. It's called is it called The Rise of Mr. Beast? No, don't think it is. Either way, if you just search YouTube for Mr. Beast, I think this thing came out about 2 months ago. It's about an hour long, just under an hour, 55 minutes or so. It's a really interesting documentary on how he got started and his drive and whatnot, and where he's come from, where he's gone to. Go full bore on the ISO. Oh, you want me to crank that up? You want to see it, dude? The duck is now underwater though, but I will crank it up. You want to see how grainy this thing gets? So we're at 3200. It does go to 64 and then it goes to 128. Here we go. 64, 128 skis. That's too grainy, man. That's like a grunge band. Music Man, maybe it's mooring boy that looks like a duck. No, it's definitely a duck. Oh, and there's another one in the foreground. That's way too grainy. When Canadians say jerry can, I ask why they can say that but not N-words and stuff. Jerry can? A jerry can? I never thought a jerry can was about a person in particular. Is Jerry, like, I know Gerald and Jerry is a name, but is that what it's used as? Jerry can. I'm gonna put that back, dudes. I think that looks terrible. There's enough shit on my streams without making ISO make things look worse. We're going back down to 3200, folks. That's the maximum I'll exert my GH5 in terms of camera sensitivity. That's a 70s ASA 400. Wow, it's from not even 800. Wow, yeah. That's an interesting point, Music Man. I don't know if I follow it exactly. So you're saying the word jerry for jerry can is offensive as the N-word? Is that the thing that you're going for there? It's a bit of a stretch, man. Yo, Dustin, thanks for the lemon, dude. Appreciate you. Hey, speaking of lemons, speaking of D-Live, which we weren't, but I want to, BK Johnson got his VP removed? What happened there? Tell me the story, folks. I was on, so I went out to the ski sale today. So Sharon and Dom, you've met on my Diamond Lake vlog. Well, Sharon picked me up and we went out to the ski sale. But before then, I was going to clean my room. I was going to vacuum and do my bed sheets. You remember we talked about it? I still haven't done anything about it. But then I got a notification on Facebook from Burner Girl that she's going live on YouTube. And I was like, what? So I tuned in, and there's a channel called Sexy Time, which is Burner Girl or Elise. What's her real name? I think it's Alice. Alice? Who the fuck is Alice? I think it's Alice. And BK Johnson. Anyway, and I just jumped in the chat and said, what? A YouTube stream? What? No D-Live? And BK Johnson said he got his VP removed from D-Live. So he's not over there anymore. What happened? Music Man, who cares? But the same thing, like hunky is what Hungarians are called. Okay. Hunky? Hungy. Hendrik, I watched Sexy Time today too. Well, I was only in it at the very beginning. I think I was within the first 6 minutes, man. Like, I couldn't stay because we were going out to this ski sale. But yeah, I just asked, what? Like, no D-Live? No D-Live love? And yeah, BK Johnson got his VP stripped. So that's that. And Gil's gone too. Gil's got no VP. Gil's out. Times have changed, folks. Times they are changing. On YouTube or D-Live? No, I was on what? I was on YouTube, man. That's what I was saying. They weren't on D-Live. I got a notification on Facebook that Burner Girl was going live on YouTube. And I went, that's weird. And I went over and it was a channel called Sexy Time, which I know they existed on D-Live as Sexy Time for a while. And I went in the chat and said, oh, how come you're not doing a D-Live stream? And BK said, well, I got my VP stripped from D-Live, and so I'm not streaming over there anymore. And I was like, wow. I missed everything. I don't know. I didn't know that happened, and I want to know why. June Girl, it happens when VP hasn't streamed for a few months. Oh, but don't they give you a warning saying like, oh, we noticed you haven't streamed for a while. As per your requirements, you got to do a couple of streams. Blueskis, how you doing, Blueskis? Yeah, right, okay. Intriguing. BK was streaming the past recordings of his own streams. Remember the best of 5? That's why his VP got stripped. BK was streaming past recordings of his own streams. Remember the best of 5? Best of 5 on D-Live. Yeah, I declined to go onto that show, but that's why he got stripped? Because was he doing a top duck? He was streaming rebroadcasted material? Oh, shit. Was he doing that, really? I mean, by the way, is that not allowed? Like, you can't broadcast pre-recorded material or pre-streamed material? Because if he's rebroadcasting best of 5 from the archives, that's pre-streamed material. And I think the only way that could be an issue is if the guest on that pre-streamed material happens to be someone who's been banned. Is that what happened? Shit. He wasn't physically streaming. Right, so the idea is you're not allowed to just hit play on an old recording. I didn't know that was a thing. Hendrik agrees. Top Duck is actually live. I know you don't believe it. No, I got to tell you, I was always wary, but, and I said this plenty of times, but I was wary to the fact that it doesn't look live, but it would be harder it would be more difficult to make that thing appear live and not be live than it would be to make it live. So my gut feeling was this is a loop, but then when you look at it closer, there's no keyframes, there's no similarities that keep reoccurring. So if it is a loop, and this is what I said months ago or like way back when, if it is a loop, it's a fucking massive loop. And the idea to do that would be more difficult than to just do it live. Because you're using user input. So the user can control the cameras. So you have to have so many pre-recorded scenes backed up, ready to be triggered at any moment, and a Stream Deck and an OBS setup, all that stuff, which would be way easier if you just fed in the camera feeds into it and have it done live. So I always suspected that it might not be, but I wasn't convinced that it wasn't. And I'm leaning to it that it actually is live. Swell's just kicked in here. In comes the 6-foot swell. I didn't hear a boat go past though. I guess we should get out of here or wrap this up, because I mean, the idea of being down here is to show you guys the sunset and the Remarkables, and that's all over. I think I need to start my streams a little earlier, given that sunset's at like 9 a.m. these days. You wake up in the morning, it's like, oh, good morning, sunset. Oh, it's already over. It's like winter. It's so short, hey? June Girl, yes, in order to maintain VP, you need to do a certain amount of streams a month. This info is available to us as VPs, I believe. Yeah, it's a certain amount of streams, but that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the criteria for a stream? Because a stream is a live feed. It doesn't stipulate that the live feed has to have new material. Like, I mean, I broadcasted for about 2 weeks when I was leading into the release of my new album. I broadcast my album. I set up, this is just tech speaking, but I set up OBS and a stream deck to start the stream, play a media file, which in this case was a media file including my entire album with artwork and whatnot. When that media file finishes, stop the stream. Stream Deck would wait a random number, like 80 minutes or an hour or so. Then it would start streaming again, and it would go back and play that same media file again. When that media file finished, the Stream Deck would say, okay, stop the stream. Then it would wait an hour or 20, come back in and replay that same. And I did this overnight. When I'd go to bed and I'd hit play on my Stream Deck, and it would do this cycle all through the night. And so DLive would get multiple notifications that I've gone live, but all I'm doing is playing my album. And I always had, like, in the about section, this is my new album, you can go and download it for free or pay whatever you want. Here's the link. I did that for 2 weeks leading up to the album release. Is that not allowed, right? That's pre-recorded material that I was live streaming. So I'm trying to work out whether the argument and whether the reason BK was removed from his VP status because he rebroadcasted material, or that maybe someone in that material was someone that was banned. Because I know that, but then again, that's not even a rule that's written down. So he might have broken an unwritten rule, is what I'm thinking. And but by the way, he doesn't seem that bothered by it. And yeah, that the fact that he's no longer a VP, and that's why I was startled by the stream on YouTube this morning, because I was like, how come you're not doing this on DLive? He's like, I got my VP removed, so I'm not going to promote that site anymore. So that's what I'm asking. I'm trying to I'm filling in the blanks, I guess. Yes, please, I'm struggling to stay awake. Fair enough. Live stream as opposed to a replay. But June Girl, it's not a replay. He is live streaming, right? He's live broadcasting, but the content he's broadcasting has been seen before. And I don't think that's against terms. But I know there's an unspoken of rule where you can't give someone who's banned on DLive the platform. So there's plenty of banned streamers. I can't bring them on my stream and give them an interview or a chance to speak their mind. The biggest obvious one is the Joker, right? When he got banned, we all wanted to know why. If I brought him on to do a stream and to explain why, I'd get banned because you're giving a banned streamer the platform. So you can't do that. What I'm thinking is maybe BK did that on his best of 5 on DLive. That's what I'm trying to work out. He called them replays, but they're not replays because replays are deleted after 25 days on DLive. So DLive stores VODs, which you can trigger to play, which I do all the time. You can trigger them to play for 25 to 45, whatever I think GPs get 45, VPs get 25 or something. So he's not playing a replay. He's streaming, but he's streaming material that's already been broadcast. I think we're going around in circles here, but... Hendrik, it could have been away from keyboard terms. This is true. This is true. But even that's not written down, Hendrik. Even that's not written down in any guidelines. That's an unspoken of, unwritten rule as well. Charles, how you doing, man? Good to see you, buddy. Maybe he should have been transformative during... Yeah, okay. So, well, that then breaches or enters into the realm of copyright, I guess. What a fine line we weave. June Girl, the email said he didn't show effort to grow on DLive. He didn't show effort to grow on DLive? BK Johnson? That dude did more than anybody else to grow DLive and to grow his own content. Wow, that's a stretch from DLive. The email said he didn't show effort to grow on DLive. Wow. That's a kick to the teeth, right? That's like, wow, that's hard, man. That's wrong and that's hard to take. He did heaps to grow DLive. That's shit. Wow, what a shame. That's got to be a rogue staff member doing that, hey? Hey, by the way, because there's nothing to see here, do you guys want to shift across to the other side? And maybe we'll get lights of Queenstown and we'll be able to continue. I got one more. I've only had 2 rums. You want to like go across the gardens and then we'll get the city lights of Queenstown? If you want me to keep streaming, if you want to say, dude, I've had enough of your hideous head, I'll get that as well. Either way, while you decide, I'm going to take a quick slash. I'm going to add to the level of the wakatipoo. A waterfall over here, folks. I can't believe it. BK Johnson did nothing to grow DLive? Shit. Are you kidding me? No wonder he doesn't want to stream on DLive anymore. Wow. Far out, dude. So, solidarity. Hashtag solidarity. Oh man. That's how he should have responded to that email from DLive. Hashtag solidarity. What a sorry state of affairs. But he hadn't been actually live streaming himself for several months. Yeah, I hadn't seen him for a while. But I mean, you know, as DLive state, people come and go as they please. They don't really... DLive let you come and go as you want, hey? Rogue Ducks. Abby, how you doing? Good to see you. Keep going if you want. Peter, there's a camera. Oh, I forgot to do it. His own tweet says, I thought replaying content featuring DLive might get me back on track. He thought replaying content featuring DLivers might get me back. I mean, so he sounds like he needed support from his mates. He needed he needed solidarity, right? That's basically what that reads as. All right, well, I don't want to sit here any longer because there's nothing. You guys, for those that have just come in, I mean Abby mainly, you don't even know what's here, right? Right, we're sitting on a jetty in the Lake Wakatipu. That's the remarkable range in the distance. It's dark, the sun's gone, so you're not seeing anything. So let's pack everything up and go back over the gardens, and then we will get some Queenstown lights in our view, and we will, where will we go? It's Sunday night in the big smoke. It's not very cold either. We could go anywhere, I guess. We'll go down into the gardens on the other side anyway. Got the empty here, and most importantly, the cap. Otherwise that's littering. I'll pick that up in a second. So I'm going to put the chit chat away. Chit chat. I'll see you when we get back to the next section. And chat goes in here. Wrap up this. See, this is my fear. This is my fear with this video go just stopping the stream. I'm now going to close my Big Pec and we're going to walk, and I won't know if it's just randomly stopped streaming until I get to the spot. So if it comes up with Suki, dang it, who took all my 4G, just be aware that's not permanent. And as soon as we get to wherever we're going to sit, I shouldn't have to do this, right? This shouldn't be a thing. It shouldn't do that. But it does. Close the Big Pec. This is the streaming Big Pec that's getting a close. Closer. Close it. Close it. And I'll pick this up. Tethered to the Big Pec. I should grab the camera before I knock it over and it falls into the Lake Wakatipu. That would not be cool. Got a handle here. Hold on a second. Tethered streaming is no fun. Come over here. Turn your yahoos around a few times. Oh, that's all tangled. There we go. Now we good. Get the empty. And let's get out of here. Looking for a bin here for this guy. Let's remember this spot for future expeditions. Go to the rotunda. Rotunda. Oh, there's no seat in there, is there? That's all right. We've already assessed that. Oh, what was that noise? Oh no, I'm walking on grass. My feet are going to get wet. Well, Here we are entering into the gardens. And I can see a bin up ahead. That's a light. Nice lights. There we are, Queenstown Gardens. And here is a waste bin. Glass. That checks out. Get it in there. Get him in there. So, shall we... Oh, get a little wobble action. We are going to find a spot to park up. That'd be nice in there, but there is no seating. Here's a bench. Pretty lousy view of the trees. We want to see some Queenstown lightses. Oh wait, if I could walk on here I'm going to get wet feet. Grass isn't wet though. I want to get high above Queenstown and look down on it. We could go on the same jetty we did with the fish and chips. That's a bit sketchy, that jetty though. I don't know about that. Like, I'm probably going to drop something in the water. I don't know about going on that one actually, to be completely truthful. I'd rather sit on a rock on the edge of the water. Although this is a nice bench here. I mean, I don't know how well you can see those lights. Not very well. Not very well. Oh, what should we do? Should we just cruise into the town per se? You could be answering me and I'm not seeing it. I'm not looking at the chat right now, but well, we could go down into the garden area, into the foreshore, the beach, the strand area. We could do that. What do you say? I'm going to make a decision. Let's do it. I'm going to make the decision for us. It's my fucking stream. I'll do what I want to do. Hey, speed bump. There's a jutta bar right there. Get that jutta bar out of here. That's Kiwi for speed bump. Jutta bar. Oh, here's the jetty if you wanted to go on there. You want to go on there? I'm in two minds. One of them says we've done that already. The other one says do something new. That's the one I'm following. Do something new. That should always be the mantra. If you've done it before and it's good, do it again. But if you've done it before and it's not great, do something new. Bang. Bang. That's the noise it would have made if I hit that. But I didn't. Such a lovely... There's a few benches up here. Oh, this is that bridge. We could go on this bridge. Let's go on this bridge. We might get a... Oh, no. There's no... no, you won't see it. There's a very dull blue light under this other bridge. Oh, over there. Can you see the dull blue light? That light blue... No, you can't see it. Forget about it. Forget about it. So we are now entering the foreshore area of Queenstown Bay. Now, do you see any of the lights that I see? There are tables and benches here, but they're from this cafe, but we could park up on one. But I kind of want to be near the water, I suppose. Down by the ducks. Sitting in duck shit. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? So what do you see? Do you see the lights of Queenstown? Are you seeing those lights? We could walk along to where the ducks usually hang. Oh, that's going to get wet down there. They're not happy ducks, are they? Fighting, arguing, squawking, quacking. You know what we could do? There's a jetty just up there we could sit on, but there's a bathroom right here which I'm going to go and use. Now we've been through this before, so the idea behind doing this is for me to turn off the stream and turn on the stream at the same time. So let's do this. I think I know what we're going to do. Yeah, I know what we're going to do. Remember last time we were at these bathrooms and we had a chat with that dude? He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, shit. So, I got this. So what we're going to do here, first of all, we're going to lock the door. The door is locked. So to make this a seamless process, I'm going to pull the cable out so you won't see this part of the stream. But I will be back. It'll go all black right now. And that's that. That's how this is done. If you're a live streamer and you need to take a slash, that's how you do it. I just did it. You didn't see anything. It was all black. I'm hoping the audio came back when we plug this cable back in. If it's no audio, I'll find out in a moment. Don't tell me I never give you secrets, tricks and tips. That's how you take a slash as an IRL streamer. Done. Now what we're going to do is we got this last rum we're going to have, but we are going to sit on a jetty, on a wharf, on a pier, on the dock of the bay, and enjoy the rum. We've got to walk past the Louis Vuitton store. Remember last time we came here, really nice coloured lights and a security dude who just stands there guarding a closed store because their handbags are worth more than small houses. It's unbelievable, huh? Louis Vuitton. When we get up to the door, you will see the bouncer. It's funny. Check this light out though. It's nicely lit up. Forget the handbags, I love the Venetians. Premium location, real estate wise. Oh shit, that's right, we're on a road. iCard's private hotel. So we are going to chill out on this jetty. Which is usually where tours and whatnot leave from. But in this instance, you can't go down, okay. So, oh, there's nowhere really to sit, that's fun. Well, I'm not going to point the camera this way because you won't see anything. I was hoping to put the camera down and I guess point it back that way, but nowhere to really park our ass, is there? I see a better jetty. Just trying to work out the best approach here. This isn't what I thought it would be. Got stones in my shoes. Guess we could just park up here and stand. I mean, you don't have to sit down, do you? We got commercial music playing in the distance. No, I'm gonna go and check the other jetty. There's another jetty to scope out. Let's see if this is gonna be appropriate. The jetty with the floating bar on it. We've already discussed this before. Irish bar, Pog Mahone's. Yeah, okay, this is going to be better for me. Happy hour, all cocktails, $16? 14. $14 on a happy hour? You know what would be even more happy? $4. Oh, there's music playing and it's radio friendly. Music playing. I don't want to get dinged. That's okay. We're on a jetty. Those ducks are terrified. Calm down. It's D-Live. So we got heaps of opportunities to park up here, folks. We got light behind us. Ducks, calm down. Calm down. Those ducks are having a bad time. Let's oh wait a sec, this is the floating bar, isn't it? Floating bar. Permanently moored bar. I'm gonna put you who's down here like. But there's music, there's commercial music. It's so distant though, and it's behind the camera. I don't think you're gonna pick it up. The dilemmas of a live streamer. There's music, but I don't think you can hear it. I think it's so muffled you won't be able to hear it. Let me put you yahoos down here. Tell me, just be honest if you can hear that commercial music. Let me know. I don't think you can, right? I don't think you can hear that. I think it's far enough behind a directional microphone that you're not picking that up. Man, it's a really warm night tonight. It's good. It's different. The other night I was freezing. Let's get the chat out and verify that you can't hear that music. It says we're live still. Good. Oh, cool. I can lean up against this thing. I need my alpaca scarf, from which I do not have. Dude, sunset an hour ago. Wow, it's an hour past sunset? That's gone fast. I guess we sat there on the jetty for a while, didn't we? Waffling. Let me just refresh my chiseled chat skis. I can hear the tune. Profile. My channel. Duck Life NZ. Hendrik. That's too bright. Dogs can see at night. He needs a dog walker. Unplugging is when the problem started. Those are the stores robbed by gangs on West Coast. They flooded it and grabbed it and ran out. Drumzilla was here. Yo, James, how you doing, man? Was it the Foo Fighters, was it? Hope you're still here, Drumzilla. Welcome to New Zealand town. Got myself, oh. No, we're still good. You can drink here between before the hour of 8 p.m. So I see you agree with me. Karuba, Gaginga. Cheers, Izzes. I was about to say this is cozy until that duck screamed blue murder. All I needed is my alpaca scarf and I'd be sorted. What's your take on this Perky's floating bar? Boat stays on the jetty permanently moored. So you go and pay extra to drink on a boat that's moored to a jetty? Lame! Cheers, thank you, Hendrik. Thank you, man. Drumzilla popped in and out. He had to split. Fair enough. Yeah, that's lousy, isn't it? Paying extra money to sit on a boat. I mean, I'm already apprehensive about the idea, but what else is on your mind, folks? What do you want to chat about? We've had a bit of a discussion about tech. We've had a bit of a discussion about 4G and about reliance on said 4G. What else is on your minds? What do you want to chat about? What do they want to chat about? Freaking ducks. Yeah, hit me. A couple of clientele coming in for the floating boat. Turkeys. There's 10 viewers watching and only one person chatting? Shit, step up. Come on, let's have a chat. Music Man wants to talk about rum. Peruba Cuban Libra. Drink the real Jamaican rum and cola. That's what I am doing. Hendrik, only 2 days until we cruise. Oh shit, yeah, man. You're gonna have a great time. Cruising to Brisbane from Brisbane. That's funny. You gotta go back then. You gotta go to Sydney to start though, yeah? Comtech in the house. How you doing, Comtech? Good to see you, man. How do you get your tidy alerts to show in the IRL? Oh, good question. So I use a service called Go Lightstream. Go Lightstream is an intermediary between, so my streaming coder sends the signal to Go Lightstream. Go Lightstream is basically OBS in a browser, if you like. In a nutshell, Go Lightstream is a browser-based version of OBS, more or less, and it allows URL browser sources to be added. That then sends the information, including the overlays, to Restream. Restream sends it out to all the platforms. That's a good question though, because, and I haven't used it yet, and I'm probably not going to use it, but the Go Live button on the app, does that enable you to add overlays and such? So do you get your Mayunis, wows, and all that stuff on if you hit Go Live? Yeah, good question. But I looked into all of that when I was beginning my IRLs because originally I wanted the background audio and I wanted the ability to like add overlays and like eventually I wanted to play the cap game. It turns out it's a little bit more to it than that. Like, to play music and add iTunes and do all the stuff that we do from home, it's the tech's not quite there. Like, there is ways to do it. It's a bit cumbersome. Top Duck agrees with me. It's a bit cumbersome, but it is possible. But at that point, I think it was Benny12C that said, dude, turn that music off, the underlay music. You're IRLing. Let's enjoy the sounds of the ocean or whatever it was. Like, let's enjoy the ducks, right? You don't want to hear a little groovy tune. You only put a little background audio on to like fill the dead air when you're streaming live from home. So get rid of that when you're in, because there's so much ambient noise when you're IRLing. MD Witt, thanks for the diamond. Much love, Gives. Thank you, MD Witt. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to have you. Good to know you. I don't know about DLive app on the phone. There's no DLive. There's no overlays in the DLive app. Oh, really, Hendrik? Oh shit. That's a big oof. Comtech with the ice creams. MD Witt with the ice creams and lemons. Thank you, Comtech. Thank you, MD Witt. Much appreciation. Much appreciation. Mayunis, wow! I guess you're seeing an overlay there. I don't hear it. I mean, I see it on the preview on the stream. I see it in real time, the same time you guys see it. Now, would there be a way to... That's interesting. Would there be a way to have the feed coming from Go Lightstream in a can in my ear, like an iPad, an AirPod? Yes, that would be certainly possible. Is there any point to that? Not really. Not really. That was a triple give, was it? From MD. Triple give. See, I used to trigger those, and ultimately, when it came down to it, I decided against triggering alerts. The reason being, same reason as not doing a cap game. It's a bit cumbersome, it's a bit clunky, and I'd rather note that we did get a triple give. But yeah, in terms of running if the way Go Lightstream worked was, it was permanently on, and all I had to do was tap a button on my phone, then that'd be great. But it's not like that. You've got to load the browser up. You got to refresh it every time. Otherwise, it thinks you're using the previous session. Sometimes if you have, and this is what I've assessed, if you have two versions of the website open, so two tabs at different points on the website, one of them, doesn't matter which one, but one of them will tell you to two-factor authentication in before you can use it. So you should never have two instances of that website open on a phone if you're in another country, because two-factor authentication through Google requires a text message to the number that you signed up using Google with, which in my case, obviously was Australia. I'm currently in New Zealand. So whenever they send me a text message to my Australian number, I get billed for it. Wait, is that true? Cancel that. I don't get billed for it. It costs nothing to receive a text message when you're overseas, but if I replied to it, which I never do. So what's the point? The point is that SIM card's not in my phone. No, wait. That SIM card is in my phone. Fuck, it gets cumbersome. There's a reason why that sucks. I can't quite think of what it is now, but in a very general sense, the reason it sucks is because I'm in a country where I don't use that phone. And Google, in their infinite wisdom, do not allow you to two-factor authentication with an email address. That'd be much easier. I'm already on the email. I've already got connection to internet. Why can't I use Wi-Fi? Why can't I use email? You got to use a cell phone. Anyway, the frustrations and frustrations of live streaming IRL, they are endless. But I love it. I love it. I wish I could suss it out so that it never had issues, but you know, there's always an issue. Quack, quack, quack. Right now, what's killing me is that I'm sitting on concrete. It's only about 8 degrees though, it's not that cold, but the concrete is cold and I didn't bring my insulation. I've normally got a big 4 layers of alpaca fur in the form of a scarf that I sit on. I didn't bring it, so I'm gonna have to sort of get out of here, I guess, pretty soon. Music Man celebrating victory at an American bar in Havana. Captain Russell of the US Army ordered a Bacardi and Coke and lime. Other soldiers followed suit and Russell toasted Cuba Libre to a free Cuba. The rest is history. Over a century later, rum and Coke is a thing. Hell yeah. I just farted. You might have even heard that one. That's angled straight at the... I normally let them slide out and then tell you, but that one was angled pretty much right at the microphone. Did you? It was like a... Tell me if you heard that. Dude, I gotta sit on something. It's too cold here. I really want to sit on something, but my ass is frozen. The jacket is warm. What brand is it? Abby, it is a Industry. Industry. I don't know if you know that brand. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sacrifice the from my hands for my frozen butt cheeks, because my goodness gracious me, my cheeks are someone else's right now. I don't know where they are. They don't belong to me. I can't feel them at all. I'll tell you a funny story about this jacket. When I bought this jacket, oh wait, no. This is a different jacket. I beg your pardon. Can I tell you an interesting story about a jacket that's not this one that I bought once? I'm going to assume the answer is yes, and latency is an issue on a stream, so I'm going to go with it. So you've never met her, but there was a girl I was dating for a while called Kat. Kat with a K. And we were in Pitt Street Mall in Sydney, and it was pissing down with rain. I don't know what we were doing. I don't know where we were going, but whatever it was hammering down with rain. Two cute girls just came in to the boat. It was hammering down with rain, and I needed a jacket, right? That's right. We were going jacket shopping. That's okay. Now I recall. I said to her, I need a good dress jacket, like one that I can wear out, like work functions and restaurants and like this is a bit, I don't know, like I don't know. I thought this was just like a winter jacket, but I needed a dress jacket anyway. And I figured the best person to go shopping for a jacket is with the girl you're with, right? She's not gonna pick out a lousy one because she's gonna see you wearing it, so she's gonna pick out a good one. But it was pissing down, and we were getting so wet, and it was cold. It was like winter in Australia, so it was about 37 degrees Celsius. It wasn't cold, but it was miserable, right? And we were getting drenched. We went into this place, Industry. They had a big sale on or something, and the jacket that looked really rad was really expensive, but it was reduced by, I feel like it was over half price off. So I would have paid about close to $200 for this jacket. So retail would have been somewhere in the $400 mark. So it was an like the most I've ever paid for a dress jacket, let's just say. The most I've ever paid for a jacket. And at the till, the moment we pay for it, the dude looks outside and goes, oh, it's really hammering down. Here, this jacket also comes with a free umbrella, and gave me and Kat a fucking massive umbrella. Not a little peasily one that you put up and like you get wet from your knees down. This umbrella could have covered an entire soccer team. You open it up and it went, fuck off everybody else, I've got the umbrella. You get out of my way. Like, this thing's gonna poke your eyes out. Massive umbrella. And I was like, Kat, we could have gone in any store and got a jacket and it would have been good. We got, not this one, we got this rad jacket, awesome, and it's on special as well. And the dude just gave us, and that umbrella is quality, right? Like I don't know if you can search up Industry clothing, but look up Industry umbrellas and find the biggest thing that they've got. That's what he gave us for free, on top of the discount. And so we walked out into the street, and okay, we were wet from the rain, but we were not getting more wet from more rain. I like stories. My hands are cold. That's because I took my gloves off to sit on them. You should pour that over ice with the lime and add more rum because it's only 5%. Yeah, it's only 5%. And I drank the rest of that naked malt as well, so we don't have any whiskey at home. Industry stuff is great. Yeah, Hendrik, I'd never had anything from Industry. I don't think this jacket, I'm pretty certain this is not Industry. It might be. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I got this on tour with Tracer. Pretty certain this came from somewhere in Europe. I'm almost 100% certain of that. I cannot recall buying it. I cannot recall where I bought it. But I definitely never needed it in Australia. So this is not a jacket. And it's got two pockets. It's got a pocket here, and then it's got a zip pocket. And the rad thing about that zip pocket is that's where I put my gloves. So the gloves live inside this jacket. So whenever, in Australia, I would only ever wear this jacket if I needed gloves, which is very seldom. I think the last time I pulled it out in Australia was when we went on the family holiday to Oberon or to Orange, when it did snow too. And that's when I was like, where are my gloves? That's right, they're in the pockets. One in that side, one in that side. So there's got normal pockets, but yeah. In the islands, a bottle of rum is like $4. I mean, rum is rad. I love rum. And this is good. This is good. I'm stoked with this. I got no problem drinking the cheapest rum and cola that they've got here. I think this is very tasty. In an ideal world, it'd be more than 5% though, but you know, can't have it all. You could have had it all. I guess we should get out of here though, because I'm going to go home and make hamburgers for dinner. I make hamburgers. Might put on some Australian music and crank up the tunes in the kitchen. I kind of want to go and get a bottle of something though, to drink at home. Nah, I might go. I've got no whiskey at home. I've got the rum, but I might end the stream and then go via a liquor store and get a bottle of something for myself. What am I going to get though? I'm going to go via Henry's if I'm going to go to any liquor store. I can smell barbecue. Barbecue. What's that other B for? That's a typo. BBQ. All right, well, I guess I'm going to get out of here then. Trying to think. I'm not going to stream on Monday. Going to a fondue night with Dom and Sharon. Dom and Sharon are hosting a fondue. Oh, this is going to be great, actually. So, well, it's not going to be good for you guys, but for me, Sharon has dug up a whole bunch of old photos from Roaring Megs. And we're going to try to like piece together some timelines. And I'm going to show them my film. They've never seen my film. You know my film, A Year in Paradise? They've never seen it. So I'm going to show them that, because that pretty much, that covers my entire time in New Zealand in 2000, which their restaurant features a very pivotal role in my existence. The only way I stayed in that town, or in this town, was because of their restaurant. And it's been nice to be able to sort of like relay that to them over like 22 years later. Because they did ask me about Shelby and what happened afterwards and this and that. And it's nice to be able to fill in all those blanks. So yeah, we're going to watch the film and look at all old photos and stuff, but I won't be live streaming it. Benny in the house. G'day, Benny. Good to see you, man. We're just wrapping up here, dude. Welcome to Queenstown, New Zealand. We're sitting on the, I guess this is, what is this jetty called? That doesn't actually have a name, but if you wanted to search it up, you could search up the Perky's Floating Bar. This is where the Perky's Floating Bar sits, and we're right on the this is the Strand, the Queenstown Bay beach, where there is a bit of swell too, Benny. In the winter, there are some surfers in Queenstown that, if you YouTube search Queenstown surfing, you will see there's a break that gotta be stupidly windy, and you'll get like 2 faces of a wave and that's it. But there are dudes that hit it, and it's also minus 1,000 degrees temperature. Charles, bars black and quick. It's Aussie, but made in China. Industry is made in China? Okay. What's up, Gibbs? Yo, good fella. How you doing, man? Good to see you, buddy. Looks cold. Yeah, Benny. It's actually not a cold night tonight, though. I'm gonna say, I'll put this down. I'm gonna say it's 9 degrees right now, and I haven't looked. I've been live for 2.5 hours or whatnot. I have not looked at the temperature. I'm gonna call it. My hands are free. I'm sitting on my gloves because I'm sitting on concrete and my ass is frozen, but I took the gloves off, put them under my ass. My hands are free. And if they're not that cold, like they're in here if I can, but they're not that cold. So I'm gonna say 9 degrees. What are your guesses though in the chat? Tell me from looking at how much I'm wearing, 3 layers of hoodie, 2 layers of thermals. There's literally 2 layers under here, 1 and 2, and a pair of jeanses, jacket, hoodie, t-shirt, and thermal. Right, that's it. Thermal, the Vitals t-shirt, Tracer hoodie, industry jacket, and I'm a little bit chilled. 9 degrees, I'm calling it. 9 degrees, let's have a look. Queenstown weather on the app machine. Oh shit, I was wrong. It's 6 degrees. 6, okay, doesn't feel 6 here. 6 is a bit worse. Low tonight of 1 and a high tomorrow of 12. Oh shit. We've done a stream the other day, man. The stream after, not last night when we had fish and chips, but the one before that when we were on the other side of the gardens. That stream, when I left, I was frozen. Walking back from that spot was I was thinking about putting in my head next time to wear my snowboard gear as well, like wear everything I've got on now and then add snowboard pants and snowboard jacket to the equation. I was like, it was bitterly cold. My hand, even with my gloves on, my hands were like burning from cold. It was crazy cold. And I put that down to, if you're on a map, search for Queenstown Gardens and you'll see that it's a peninsula. It juts out into the lake Wakatipu. So you got water on nearly all sides aside from the land side. So what I'm putting it down to is wind chill off the water hitting the garden area where we were walking through and making it wind chill colder. So the temperature might have been like 2 degrees Celsius, but with that wind chill, it was like -4 or something. Because man, I was thinking, dude, if we're gonna stream throughout winter, which I'm planning on doing, we gotta wear more gear. Hey, we gotta wear more clothing. Benny, considering all the dams in Australia, do you reckon it's time we harvested energy from this opportunity? From wind, for sure, man. But no wind chill here right now, Music Man. No, we got the town, like all the bars and buildings and whatnot, so that's blocking the wind chill. Just a random suggestion. Yeah, man, I don't know why we don't use wind power. Australia, yeah. That's crazy not to tap into that, huh? We should be tapping into water power as well, like the tides and shit. Cheers, man. Yeah, I don't know why we don't, hey? There's plenty of ways we could make electricity, isn't there? Isn't there an app for that? Shit. But Main Street's all cracked and broken. Water, gravity, exactly. There should be a competition for young folk to solve it. Right, like young Elon Musks to like come up with a solution. Fair point, man. I am going to get out of here though, folks. We're going to wrap this up. I was just thinking aloud. There won't be a stream. I won't be streaming tomorrow. And then I'm not too sure how many days next week I'm working at the restaurant. But if there are, well, I definitely know I'm not working tomorrow unless a phone call's come through, which I haven't taken yet. But if I'm, actually I could check on my, this is the really cool thing about this Nighthawk M2 modem. I can check text messages on it. It's bizarre. I'm just going to check this right now. No messages. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can check text. I know you guys couldn't see that, but I was just touching my Nighthawk M2 mobile broadband router. That thing receives text messages. So had the restaurant have texted me saying, we need you tomorrow, I would have known by looking at that, but they didn't. So I'm not on tomorrow, but then the next day I'm not too sure. In the way my mind's working is they'll probably want me the same days they had me last week, or the week that's just gone, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday. In that case, then it probably won't. Well, I did stream. Oh, my shoes are coming. I got a message, my shoes have landed in Auckland. That's how excited I was. So my shoes are about to arrive in the next, I guess, Monday, Tuesday kind of thing. And then I really, really, really want to hike up Queenstown Hill again and the remark's still covered in snow. I want to go up there for a sunset snow style with proper shoes. We'll see. Either way, have a good week, Ben. Same for the chat. Got to fly. Cheers. Thanks, Benny. Thanks for swinging by, man. Let's get out of here now, folks. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It was a rough start, very rough. I'm still going to go and check out that area and work out why the 4G wasn't working. I feel like I've resolved this. Can I just do this? This might go black again. I'm gonna just touch my I'm gonna touch my stream. If it goes black, I'll come back. But we're gonna wrap it up anyway, so I might as well just test this. I'm gonna just touch down that area. I'm touching you. Are you feeling this? Okay, so I reckon we've resolved that issue. I reckon we've resolved it. The resolution and the mental note is, if you're going to cable tie power cable to an HDMI cable, only do it finger tight. Don't go nuts with the. I think I went too tight, right? I think it was user error. Man, I waffle on. Let's just end it. Hey, thanks for the financial contributions. If you've contributed to this one, wow, this was the shittest thing ever. I mean, I'd be demanding a refund, right? This was the crappiest IRL stream that's ever existed. We got no sunset. All we heard was a 46-year-old dude whinge and complain, mocking and taunting and teasing. You like that shit? Something's wrong with you at that point. That's why we all get along, right? Because we're all on this same thing together. But I will... should I go with the wave or should we go back? Yeah, the random disconnects. I'm going to go with the wave. I'm going to install the wave and then we're going to go from there. If the next stream I do is not with the wave, just give me a big shh, because I said I would and I will and I didn't and I haven't. We will though. Mind you, should we do it on a... I'm out of here, folks. I'm too busy waffling. Good night, Gives and Givers. Thank you. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Benny. Thank you, Hendrik, and everybody else who's in the Chisel chat. Much appreciation. Let's get the hell out of here. I'm gonna go and get some liquor, some hard liquor. Where's my... Ah, shit. Now I've got 2 instances of the Go Live stream app open. This is not a very good thing. Let me just end the stream here, folks, with a little rolling outro here. Got to reset, refresh. Interesting. Very interesting. What else is interesting? Latency. I'm trying to time this latency. I don't know how long it is. I think there's 9 seconds.